You're watching Good Boys. You're watching Good Boys. Fighting just to save our lives. Got you laughing every night.
Welcome back, everyone.
Welcome back.
So I went and saw the new Grinch movie yesterday with my daughter, and I thought of it the whole time.
So, I was thinking about this because we talked about it at the company meeting at the fire station yesterday. I'm not all that bad of a person because every single year I have to participate in what's called Santa runs at the fire station, where Santa straps to the back of our old school fire engine, and we go around and he waves to the kids and we hand out candy, and I usually either like drive the engine or drive the ambulance now for that, so I participate. I ain't like, I let people believe what they wants to believe, but I just know it's all, you know what it is. Was it good?
I liked it. I mean, the story isn't real. They didn't the story didn't really change. It's still the same story.
I saw people were getting very upset with their merchandising for it, only because it's like they had a link to some of the products. It was like some Reddit post I had seen, and it was like your typical stupid gift memes that they would put on a coffee mug, and it was like the Grinch with the sad face saying, "Don't talk to me until I get my morning coffee," or something like that. Really stupid, but
what's wrong with that?
There's a whole Reddit post on how upset people were about.
Why were they upset? What were they upset about?
They thought it was so terrible, or they were so sick of it, or something. I don't quite remember it all.
You did not tell this story very well.
So anyway, and then the one guy was saying how the Grinch murdered his mother, and there's no boats left. That's sad. I'm in the nether, by the way.
I think I liked this particular Grinch the most out of all of the ones I've seen.
You dislike or like?
Liked.
Okay.
They added some, characters that weren't in the previous. He's got in town. There's a guy that thinks they're best friends. And he had to he goes into town to go grocery shopping one day. Grinch does just some little added things that didn't really exist in the other Grinch movies. So yeah, I don't know. I enjoyed it. My daughter enjoyed it. We're gonna go see Nutcracker tomorrow.
And that's really what it's all about. Is Nutcracker new? Is there a new version?
There's a new Nutcracker too. Disney racking it up this holiday season. Both of them are Disney movies.
Man, I just remembered that D-Rocks is awesome, and thank you.
Just remembered.
I went down the second hallway. I'm trying to remember, how did we get to the place to repair picks? The second hallway, turn right?
Yeah, second hallway, go all the way down until you see the sign that says Gold Farm, basically.
Okay. Gotta get back down there. So, we went to... You've never been to this restaurant when you were out in D.C. You'd like it, too. I think. You like ramen?
Yeah. Yeah, ramen's great.
There's this place called Toki Underground that's around the corner from us. It's really good, ramen place. And one of the problems with it is it's very small. So think it was basically built in a row house. So just like my house, but it's just the second floor.
Mm-hmm.
So
there's a lot of restaurants like that in DC. I've noticed.
Oh yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of them. But we were there because my wife had a bunch of work people that were in town, and she wanted to do a dinner, and then they had to do some work thing. And she said that there was this dinner tonight, and she was wanted to go to Toki Underground, and I was like, okay, that sounds good. I love that place. And as 4, 5, and 6 people showed up to my house so we could walk there because it's walking distance, I was like, this place is not really accommodating of this big of a group of people. The biggest table they have there is not even a table, it's the bar, and it only seats 6 people.
Oh, wow.
So I thought that was going to be an issue, and of course it turned into a small issue. But luckily, it's like a rainy, nasty day in DC right now, so there wasn't that many people out. But we did have to like split up, and then as people left, try to consolidate down all into the bar, and we had the baby with us. But that part turned out okay. It wasn't. Sorry, I stopped talking because I'm trying to figure out if the switch was.
It's got a sign that tells you.
The one I just turn it just says I see. Remember, turn the farm off. Oh, okay, no, you're right. I'm good. So while we were waiting though, because there was like I guess in the front of the bars there's 6 spots, and then there's 2 spots on one side of it, like it's like at the angle of the bar, and. So we sat across the bar, and 2 people had to sit across the restaurant. And it's like we could still like slap them because it's that small of a restaurant.
Is that a common thing that you do when you're eating? You slap?
Yeah, I slap random people just to see what happens. But so they sat by us, and we're waiting for these 2 people that it looked like they were about finishing their meal to leave. And so watching them finish their meal, watch them get the check. We're like, sweet, we're about to like get everybody sitting together. And out of nowhere, they bring out some like dessert cookies to these people. And I'm like, okay, that's weird. Like, for one, whatever, if you're there eating, we're not like bothering you or whatever. But it was almost like these people clearly made it look like they were leaving because they knew we were waiting for their 2 seats. They like clearly made it look like they were leaving.
And they knew they had dessert cookies coming?
And then they had like this dessert coming. So it was like, okay, stop, wait. They finished their dessert thing finally. It didn't take them that long, but still it's kind of weird. And then they got up and we ended up getting their tables. So I was sitting at one end on like the left side, and next to one of my wife's work friends from a previous job that I've known for a long time. So we got drinking and stuff. I was sitting next to him, and then it was the rest of the people that she currently works with and her down at the other end. And we finished our stuff, and then my son was sitting like next to me, like on my lap and stuff too. But we like are finishing up, and out of nowhere, this waiter comes over in between him and I, and puts this tray, because I was getting ready to leave, and he puts this tray of dessert, and it was just like these 3 little cookies and a little glass of milk, and he was like, here are some cookies for you gentlemen, enjoy. And he like walked away, and I was like, oh, that makes sense. Like, he's those people, like this is like one of those things that they do at this place when you're done with your meal. You get this random little dessert thing on your way out, essentially, to finish. Like, those guys weren't being dicks, they were just
right.
This is the exact same thing that they had. So we're looking at each other, we're like, oh, that's cool. And we're like, looking, there's 3 cookies, and he puts it between the 2 of us and tells us to enjoy. And we're like, it's kind of weird that there's 3 cookies on this tray. Why wouldn't they just either do 2 or 4? So
is it one for Jack?
So I wasn't thinking that at the time, because I guess Jack was getting passed back and forth between me and the wife throughout like the whole time we were eating and all. So does this not have mending on it? Oh, one of these pics doesn't have mending on it.
Did the people in front of you order you guys dessert?
So, well, we're sitting there. So we start eating these cookies when they're really freaking hot, and we're trying to eat like a little corners of it because we're waiting for them to go deliver the cookies to the rest of the people. And after a minute, we were like, was he giving this to us for our whole like crew? Because now there's 7 or 8 people here, and there's like 3 little cookies, and we're sitting there. So we're like, okay, like let's just kind of wait for a minute and see what's going on. We're like nibbling on the corners of them and eating them. And they're really hot, so we got to let them cool off anyway. And finally, we were just like, okay, there's enough. Like we got to eat like one of these cookies. We kind of split, and like he's like, I'll just pass the tray down and let them have some. I guess either they're cooking a new batch, or this was supposed to be for the entire table or whatever. And the person next to us, who's with our party, goes, why are you guys eating my cookies? We had no idea that she had ordered these cookies, for one, but for 2, she ordered them, and she ordered them for like a couple of them. It wasn't just for her. But why would the waiter literally come over? He put them in between the 2 of us at the end, the 2 guys that are sitting at the end of the table. All the rest of the people there are women, and puts them between us and says, here are cookies for you gentlemen, enjoy.
I mean, I guess he forgot who they were supposed to go to, obviously.
I mean, it was the weirdest thing in the world. So we ended up ordering more cookies to like make it right to like so everybody could have like their cookies. But it was the weirdest thing. Like why would you deliver the cookies to us when we didn't even order them and make it seem like it was for us? Like,
I mean, I think he obviously just screwed up. But that's really funny because of how basically you were confused because what had happened earlier with the other group. That's great. That's great.
Yeah, and it was so funny because it did, and that's what solidified it in my mind that those were for us. That's what they do here. It's because those two.
But you'd been there before too, so you kind of knew that's not what they do here.
But I've only eaten in there. Oh, there's another non-ending pick. I've only actually eaten in there once or twice before, and it's been a while. We've gotten takeout from there before, but the problem is we don't get to go there that often. It's a really popular place, and there's literally at one time you could probably seat 8, 16, like maybe 20, 22 people in the entire restaurant. So if it's a normal DC day, you're not, enjoying that because it's going to be like packed full, or you're going to be waiting like a couple hours. And, now with the baby and all, we don't have time to wait for.
Can't wait
for dinner. Well, at first when we got there, she told us it was going to be 25 minutes to seat all of us before we said we'll split up, because of just that's how long it would have taken to get the seats together. And with the baby, we can't do that. Can't sit around a restaurant and wait 20, 25 minutes.
Why not?
He gets antsy.
Okay.
Well, and it's one of those places too. You can't make reservations, so you can't put your name on it and leave. You also can't go get a table. They will not seat you until everybody is there. Everybody in your party is there. I think I broke this.
One side's messed up.
Yeah, I was gonna say something's not quite working right, but it's
I
still
don't know
pretty
how to
fast.
fix it,
But a lot of the XP are stuck.
Yeah, on that one side.
Well, it doesn't look like just one side.
Oh.
Oops. It's okay. I'm almost got all the picks done that I came here to do. But yeah, that was my story of tonight. It was we stole some of these cookies.
Did you explain it to her?
Yes, we did. And everybody was cracking up. Like they thought it was hilarious. Like this person wasn't mad. She actually thought it was kind of funny. It's like people are close enough that work with it. She thought it was kind of funny that we would dare eat her cookies anyway. Like even if we had just said, "Hey, we're stealing your cookies," like she thought that was funny. So she wasn't mad at all. And then we ordered more so everybody could have some anyway. But we had a real good reason
were the
to have
cookies
done
good?
it. That was the thing. No, they actually were not. And they were way too doughy and it was overcooked. So it was really, even though they're super hot, it was just crumbled in your mouth, not chewy and soft. And the chocolate to dough ratio was really sad. And then they did come with the little glass of milk, so it was for dipping, so that was kind of cool. But then they had this salted caramel on the plate next to it. That was, we were both like, oh, awesome, salted caramel. And we both tried it, and we were like, that is very disappointing, salted caramel. So it was, and they were expensive, too. It turned out they were $7 a plate for these things that were literally these 3 miniature cookies that, That's one of the reasons we also thought they were free. They were so small, it wasn't. Right. People don't buy that shit, right? Apparently, they do.
That's funny.
Did we talk about that? Have you ever been to a restaurant or a concept of a restaurant Black Rock?
Black Rock? No.
Yeah. So I went to one of these amazingly in the Flint area in Michigan. It's brand new or relatively new, I think, within the last year. Really awesome concept, and I'm surprised I haven't seen more of them, especially in really expensive areas like DC, because I think it would draw a huge crowd. I'm thinking about shelling out some money and franchising one of those because it would probably be a big money maker. But it's one of those ones where if you order any meat or seafood, it comes out to your table raw, and you have this little it's like a lava rock at your table that a 755 degree lava rock that you cook it yourself.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, I like those places. They're always cool. It seems like a West Coast thing. Where'd you say it was at? Michigan?
It was in Michigan, yeah.
Huh.
I mean, to me, it seems like it's just a rich town thing. Like,
A rich town thing.
yeah.
Rich people like to cook their own food.
Oh, I should have brought some. I have 50 levels now. I should have brought some books or something over here.
You need to do some light reading.
Yeah, I need to do some light reading. That's it. Now let's see if I can get some good enchants. Oh, there's books that don't love or lapis. Oh, I need to get some like enchants on like diamond pants and stuff.
Right.
Let's see if I can not pull a Guude.
What is
Yay!
that? Oh.
I jumped off of that.
Yeah, it's dangerous.
and didn't die. No, I like different when a restaurant has a slightly different concept that just sets it apart from you know, other restaurants.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's always fun. Do something a little different. You ever check out the subreddit? I think I've asked you this before, but the subreddit's We Want Plates.
No.
It's a pretty good one. It's about places that serve you food on things that aren't plates that really make no damn sense. Like, it's not like this is a cool thing they've done. It's a why have you done this sort of thing.
So I will tell you, I don't know what example you're going to give, but just watching cooking shows, I freaking hate it when they have that stupid bowl that has that really high back end of it and it like tapers down. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about.
I'm trying to think what you're talking about, and I do.
So
not
think
know.
of take a bowl, put a bowl in front of you,
Okay.
and then take the back half of the bowl and essentially make that a lot taller than the front half of the bowl.
What's
so you
the
can't fit
purpose?
any more food in it. It just is for a look.
I don't think I've ever seen anything like that. Any or a bowl like
God, I bet go to that We Have Plates or We Want Plates or whatever the hell that Reddit is, and you'll probably go to replace plates with bowls, and we'll find out like you know.
Like here's a couple of examples. There was one where they had ordered hot wings, and they came on a little miniature clothesline.
Miniature clothesline?
Yeah, each hot wing was like pinned on with a bobby pin or whatever, clothesline pin.
I guess that's entertaining, but
Another
that's
one,
very strange.
yeah, was I don't remember what the drink itself was. I think it was a Bloody Mary, but it was served in a fry basket, like for like deep frying inside of like a plastic bag.
And that's okay. Yeah, this is strange. I keep continue. I might have to check this out.
That's the two that just come to my mind. I can't think of any more. I could pull it up on my phone real quick and.
I mean, I always thought it was funny. Like a lot of people put the like the French fries. I think it's a common British thing when you put French fries in like that cone.
Yeah.
And I never quite understood that. Like, what's the purpose of
I think
putting
that's
them in a cone?
to make it
but that's
street
but
food.
that's not crazy either.
Yeah, no, I think that's just to make it street food, honestly. Let's see here. Let me pull it up on my phone here real fast.
You're pulling up the
Yeah. Cookie just followed me on Twitter. That's
Cookie
weird.
Monster.
No, not Cookie Monster, just someone with the name Cookie. I don't know why I thought they did tell me that, but I just thought it was funny because you were just telling a story about your cookies.
I'm waiting to hear some of these really great inventions of plates.
I'm gonna switch it to top for all time and see what we get. Top all time.
Trying to think if I've ever gone to a restaurant that served things in like really random.
The top from all time was bread served inside of roadkill. It's like it looks like a fucking Daniel Boone hat. It's got a little piece of bread inside of it.
That is interesting.
Number 2 is fries and burgers served in a goblet. So like the fries are super soggy, he says, and then the burgers are on top of the fries. You can't even get to the fries.
I mean, that's just kind of. It seems like poor design.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, the number third one is the Bloody Mary in a fry basket, and it's just I forgot it. It looks so dumb. It's just a little Ziploc bag sitting in this fry basket.
What is this? Reddit.
Reddit.com/we want plates, and then I resorted it. I know you Reddit's a fucking strange beast to you, but you can sort it by top and then change the next drop down to all time.
No, I'm a little bit better with Reddit these days. I've Reddit.com/r/we want plates, right?
Yep. My wife's cocktail was served in a hollow stone that had to be drunk through the hole without a straw. That was number 5.
Well, I'm trying to make sure I don't. I see. We want sausage in a glass. I gotta see this one. Oh baby! Well, I'm tempted. Even though we're recording, do I have a way to show this to the stream? I mean, my mind.
This one, it's not food, but they bring the bill out in an old-fashioned typewriter. They set the giant-ass typewriter down on your table with the bill in it. That's great.
That's kind of funny, though.
I mean, some of these aren't bad, but some of them are just awful. Like, what were they thinking? If you go,
oh, there we go. Look, the stream's got it.
Most interesting episode. Hey, you need to
look, everybody who's actually watching this on YouTube. You can't see shit.
Listen, I'm using my words to draw a picture for your mind.
How did you sort by top of all time? Oh wait, it moved the past 24 hours.
Yeah,
all the time. My bread served in a roadkill. That is, wow. That is.
I'm surprised the hot wings on the clothesline are one of the top ones. About like the 10th down.
The goblet is just weird.
Yeah. There's a salad that's like in an upside down glass. Like, I don't know. It's just. Oh, there's another clothesline one. There's a ravioli on a clothesline that's right below that one I just talked about.
Oh, I'm just gonna search for clothesline.
Reddit searches are pretty awful.
Bacon on a clothesline.
There's a
deep fried dried cod on a clothesline. Canadian bacon on a clothesline. Coconut shrimp on a clothesline. Ravioli hung on another bacon clothesline. Apparently, bacon on a clothesline is pretty. Tacos on a clothesline. I gotta see this one.
Pizza on a snowboard.
Pizza on a snowboard. Yeah, some of these are just kind of. Okay.
Oh,
get back to my actual viewers here.
Actual digging.
The actual digging, the actual people who are here to see stuff. I'm gonna have to peruse that tomorrow. That'll be
it's a good subreddit. There's another one, nachos on a clothesline, and it's 6 nachos and 6 different dipping sauces. So it's like 1 dipping sauce for each nacho, and you only get 6 nachos.
I do hate when you go to those places and you order the loaded nachos, and it's not just a plate of shit on shit on shit, because that's what loaded nachos should be. But it's like individual, like you got 8 chips that they layered everything on top of like perfectly. I always look at that and I'm like, what the hell did you just do to my nachos?
Yeah, it's basically bullshit.
Yeah, makes me very sad. I want loaded nachos just to be chips with throw every other thing you find in the kitchen that's Mexican on that. And
racist.
Oh, I guess that makes good Mexican food. It really lettuce and tomatoes and stuff are Mexican. They just are staples of Mexican cuisine.
Well,
they only have lettuce in Mexico.
Well, we're also out of time. So
wow, that was fast.
It was fast. Time flies when you're looking at Reddit.
All right, folks. We'll see you next time.
Bye.